Oh, this is what I was going to say in the last video. I had to think about it for a second. Well, remember those people? Remember those people? Well, I'm just going to tell you that just don't mess with someone from straight, from like back in the 90s, 80s era. Because, well, let's just say this. We didn't have drugs then. They didn't give us anything. Zero. So I mean, let's just say this. It took a while for me to bounce back from that. And people thought, oh yeah, there's something wrong with you. No, no, I was told friend. I mean, it didn't really register that there's really nothing wrong with me. So what happened was, I started seeing the therapist and like, and they're starting screaming at me like, you got to take an antidepressant. I'm like, I don't got to take nothing. What's wrong with you people? I don't understand that. So anyway, so I did last October. Now you see, youngsters, you're being lied to. So anyway, oh no crap, right? So what I did was I started thinking about this. Like this was last October. So I look at this book. I'm just gonna show like what I don't know what the hell to show right now, but I get this book. I guess me, I guess. So I get this book in the mail in October of 2019. I guess it is. And I'm thinking, okay, you know what? This book is made of paper, newspaper. It was the what you guys consider the Medicare. I call it the Book of Drugs. So I get this book of drugs in the mail. It's October, Michigan. Now I knew the winter was going to be rough. So I'm always thinking. So I'm thinking, um, something doesn't seem quite right here. And I don't know all these languages. I mean, they're written all kinds of weird things. So, I mean, not to say it's weird. It's just the fact that I never learned it because back in the 70s and 80s, he's like, here's some algebra. You have to learn a ton of it. So that's why we didn't learn nothing. So anyway, I'm reading it. I'm thinking, I'm actually not even looking through it because it's very, very thick. And not only one, but I get a second book like a week later. I'm like, what the hell is this? So what I decided to do, and this doesn't hurt anyone. I did that on my own in my own home. And what I did was I ripped it up. I'm like, oh, look. Well, let's just say the winter was pretty, very, very brutal. Back in 2018, 2019, roughly. So what I did was I shredded it. And I know I do have a fireplace, but believe me, it's not really easy to sit there and just watch it, because you watch and make sure nothing gets caught in fire. So I just shredded it and thinking, well, it's recyclable. So I'm thinking, feel the burn. Then maybe that's what Bernie is trying to tell us. So that's what I did. And I know a lot of people are doing it, on it, whatever, thinking the doctors are right, but I'm going to tell you something. They don't never ask the chemists. The chemists will know what's in it, but they probably will never tell you because they're not there. But, okay, here you go, bye. That's how they treat you. They write some crap down. They don't even know what the hell it is, actually. They only believe what they read on the line. But what they don't know is what's inside it. So, it took me a long time to figure that crap out. Because everybody's pushing pills. And I couldn't even tell my doctor he's a pill pusher. But I think he was about to arrest me for that. Like, really? Actually, let's just say this. I was at a place twice that would do that to me. Like, they push the pills. And they wouldn't let me go until they put me in the stuff in the body. Like, what? You guys have no right to do that at all. And you can't fight it. You're there at this place north of where I'm living. And you can't fight that. So you have to get, you humble down and say, I'm sorry. When they know they're in the wrong, but they get away with it somehow. This has been around since the 60s. There twice for things that I never did. And it was wrong. Like, you guys suck. I don't want to laugh about it, but I mean, the truth of the fact of the matter is, people are stuck up there and it's not closing down. People want it closed. It's like, close it down, close it down, close it. I'm reading all kinds of things online. They don't want to close it down. So I'm like, well, fine, I'll just do my own thing. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Depends, So what I did was, like I said, I shredded it up. So it's like, oh, look, we need some firewood for the winter time. Gotta feel that burn right there. So that's what I did. And I'm proud of myself for that. I feel a whole lot better without it. I really do. But if I'm forced out, I'll just throw it away. Forget it. Bye. Nope, bye. That's what I'm going to be doing. I can't tell you how much stuff that they put me on. Oh, try this, try that. Oh, up the dosage, blah, blah, blah. They don't know what they're doing. They have no clue. It's your body, not theirs. That's all I got to say about that. So, they want to mess with me. Well, I'm going to tell them I've been straight cooperated. Maybe they'll look them up. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll laugh at me. I've been laughed at for that, by the way. That's not very much appreciated. That place sucked. They was really they were abusive back then. But one thing they didn't do, and I had to remember this from like way back on my own. I don't see anyone. I don't have any friends coming over. Everybody's working, doing this, doing that, and the other. So I did tell my one therapist about it. And he says to me, "You've been through hell." I said, "Oh yeah, I've been through hell. But I'm going to tell you something. All they did was abuse the hell out of you. They screamed at you. They yelled at you. They made you work. They made you do this and that and the other. But one thing they would never do would give you drugs. One thing they'd never, ever, ever do. And they never tell you that you're insane. They never label you nothing. Sure, you were in a building for 6 to 8, 10 hours, 11 hours a day. You didn't get to go to your own house. You had to, to be thrown all over the place. I still remember the cities I was in today. And if the doctors knew any of this, maybe they'll pack up their crap and leave. That's pretty much what they did anyway when I told them about this stuff. I've talked to, excuse me, I've talked to many therapists about this. Like, you can still talk today because you've been through hell. I said, yeah, I've been through hell, but I still go. So there's something I'd like to do out there, but I have no money to do it. I have no means to do it. Don't want to say here, but I'm just saying that, if you're forced into a situation where you don't feel comfortable with, leave. It's okay. The world's not going to end. And if you don't feel comfortable with taking something, just throw it away saying, you know what, screw you, bye. What they don't know, and I'm going to go to the George Carlin thingy, he used to talk about natural cures. What that means is like natural foods, this and that and the other. And you'll find that stuff on the line too. Usually from, other countries and things. I watch these things. What these guys are crispying. I call it crispying. People crispy our body all the time. They just don't realize it. You don't realize it. I trust zero doctor. Zero. Zero. I mean, you're going to shoot me up with something? I don't know what's in it. You're not going to tell me about it. So no, don't think so, Tim. So every time they try to do that, oh gee, there's a new disease out, I'm not even going to bother. I'm actually pissed off about it. Because these people are like, they have no clue as to what's in it. They just do it anyway, thinking it's okay. Because everybody else does it, But question everything. It's okay to question everything. But I'm just kind of pissed off that people don't understand any of this. There's one person I'd like to save their life. Actually, I'd like to save a lot of people's lives. But I'm telling you, somebody out there that I used to know. And until that person maybe arrives here, I can't go there and say, hey, how's it going? You just don't do that without invitation. So unless I have that invitation, I can't tell him anything. And I want to do this for him too because he was stuck up there as well. But the thing is, nobody's going to tell you nothing. So, but like I said, it's for the feel the burn. Just burn that stuff. I was going to say the SH word. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. But burn that stuff up. Don't go back to it. It's not good. But you'll have a lot more fun if you're off the Crispies. And believe me, my body has been crispy so many times. But out there, they think, oh yeah, I can walk a little bit. But I do need a cart because my back is so bad off. Doctors have crispied it. Doctors have crispied my body to oblivion. Oblivion. I don't know how the hell I'm alive today. I don't know. Maybe I knew something, it's like, up here that they weren't telling me. And I'm pretty sure of it. So I'm just saying, I'm not going to do anything to anyone. I'm not trying to, make you feel bad. I'm not trying to do any of that. Just don't go anywhere. Just throw it away. Don't see these people anymore. That's all I got to say. Because they're not right in the head. So if you don't feel comfortable, just stop going. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Do something that you enjoy, not something they want you to do. That's another thing. And I also quit smoking back in, what year was it? March of 2018. I still have that a little bit breathing issue. First of all, they took the trees down, so that doesn't help any. Secondly, it's very hot today, and I do have a little bit of COPD because I was doing it since I was age 15. But back then, in the 80s, you weren't someone unless you smoked a cigarette. And now it's like, oh gee, you don't drink with us, And I would like to go to concerts. I'd love to go to concerts, but people are like, oh, I like to say people shouldn't be allowed in if they're smoking, and people get mad about that. Oh really? And they start getting laughing and stuff. That's not funny to me. Kids don't do it. You don't see 8-year-old with a cigarette hanging down their face. That's not cool. I mean, if you do, then bad parenting, I guess. So, and you don't see, if the parents are drinking and they got kids with them, that's not cool. Really, I'm gonna drug parent, and it's not good. That's not good. So I quit it all. I said, screw it all. The drugs, the drinking, and the booze. What else is left? The smoking. What else is left? Is there something I don't know about? Oh, gee, you didn't get vaccine shot. Really? I never had the measles in my life. I had chickenpox when I was 5. That's natural. If you're not, it's not natural. It ain't right in the head. That's what I got to say about that. So there's a lot of things out there they're not telling you, and it's getting worse because people keep doing it on the TV, on everything. But I'm the resistance. If you wanna get technical on that one, I'm the resistance. I will resist it. Believe me, I'll just say no. Just say no. Oh my God, really? That was right, but the first time around. I don't know why the hell it's going on again. So that's all I got to say about that. And this is Generation X. X my ass. That's what I got to say about that. Seriously. So, all right. Thanks for watching. All right. Have a good day. Bye.